Okay, guys, you hopefully will be getting some kits. Your mom and dads are supposed to come get them. And in your kit, you're going to have some little things that look like this. I'm going to tell you about these in a minute, but we're going to set them off to the side. And you're going to have this lovely little mat. It has a circle, has a smiley face, has an arrow going this way. Yes, they have been used by my other kiddos last year. I had them saved and set aside for you guys this year, but we ended up not having actual class here with me, so I'm sending them home. I actually want you to flip this guy over, and on the back, you can use this for like a dry erase marker board. I'm also sending you home with some markers that you can erase with. So here we go. I'm going to write some words for you. B-I-G, big, that's one word. R-I-B, rib, that's one word. B-I-T, bit, that's another word. I want you to look very, very closely at these words, and I want you to tell me something that you notice about all of these words that is the same. Go ahead and pause your video right now, look, and then hit play when you think you're ready to hear it. Okay, I'm about to tell you what's the same about all these words, so if you don't want to know and you're still looking and thinking about it, hit that pause button, or I'm about to give away the answer and spoil it for you. Watch this. I see what's that thing? A bee. He says, buh, buh. I see another bee. He says, buh, buh. I see another bee. He says, buh, buh. All of these words had what? They had a bee, and they all said, buh, 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 buh. Whether it showed up in the beginning or the end, that bee is pretty reliable. He says, buh, buh. Now look, here's the lovely thing about these mats. You can erase them. Sometimes they take a little bit of extra scrubbing, but I think they'll erase good for you. All right. That was the first one. So guess what? In just a minute, I want you to go click on the bookshelf, like where I'm sitting on my beanbag in the classroom. And I want you guys to play the B card and listen to the B sound. And we are going to talk about it. Okay, here's your next list of words. Are you ready? G-I-G, gig. Okay, I want you to look at these words. I want you to see what's the same about all of these words. I want you to look first. I'm going to draw an eyeball to help you remember. Look and see what's the same about all of these words. Look at them. Once you hit the pause button, pause me for just a minute, and we're going to talk about what's the same about all of these words. Okay, I'm about to give away the answer, so if you're not quite ready yet, you may pause me again, but here we go. I see a what in all of these words? I see a G. Listen to me read them. G, ig, gig, g, et, get, or get as we say it here. Ugh, hug. Okay, so I know what I saw. I saw a G. But now I'm going to draw a really funky looking ear. What do I hear? I hear a g, 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 g. So no matter where G is coming, he sounds the same. G, g, g. Look, these just erase right off. You can use your finger or a cloth or whatever. So when I say get a dry erase board, you can just flip this guy over and make it work. So in a minute, I want you to click on the bookshelf and click on the B and the G and listen to their sounds. They say B, they say G. And now we are going to actually spell some B and some G words. I want you to take your little fuzzies out of your bag. You should have 5. Put them in the circle. I've got all these lovely colors. You may not have the same colors as me, but you should have 5. I'm going to tell you a quick story about these little fuzzies. I went to a special place where rainbow bunny rabbits lived, and I cut their tails off. Sounds really mean, doesn't it? I did. I cut their tails off. So some poor little rainbow bunny might be wanting their tail back someday. So make really for sure you don't lose the poor little feller's fluffy tails, because someday they're going to come and get them back from you. And they're going to want to put them back on their little booties and have their little fluffy tails back. So whatever you do, please don't lose the little rainbow rabbit fluffy tails. Okay? So these are our little bunny tails. Stick them in our circle. Keep them there. Now sometimes I'm going to say, bah, they're hot. Don't touch them. All right, so here we go. Let's do this thing. Everybody got your fluffy bunny tails in the circle? I sure hope so. All right. Your first word. Listen carefully. Your word is bit. Echo. Bit. We're going to unblend it. Watch my hand. I'm going to put my hand in it here. Ready? Bit. B. It. Bit. One more time. B. It. Bit. How many sounds did you hear? Awesome. 3. Okay, so our little bunny tails are cool. I cooled them off. Yours are cool. Grab 3 little bunny tails. Now listen, this is the important part, so don't be grabbing them too quick. As you say, lay your bunny tail down, say its sound. Watch me. B. Put it underneath the boxes. I. T. Everybody got your bunny tails under the boxes? Hey, so listen. If you do not have bunny tails at home and you didn't get these picked up, you can still just watch and follow along the best that you can, okay? But try to talk your moms and dads into coming up and getting this stuff because I've got all this stuff for you all packaged up and ready to go. So here's our word. B. I. T. Now we're going to slide our first little bunny tail on top of the happy face. Here we go. B. I. T. B. I. T. Ah. Now, excuse me. The little smiley face tells us where our words always start. They always start on the left. Now, what do I hear first? I hear a B. What says B? Yeah, B says B. I'm going to write it over the top of my square. Then I hear an I. What says I? Yeah, I says I. Write that guy. The last thing I hear is T. What says T? Ooh, yes, T says T. So write that over the top. Now, we are not done. So put your marker down and do this with me. Are you ready? Touch your square. B. It. Now we're going to slide our finger under it. See this arrow going this way? You slide your finger under it. B. It. Now we put our hand at the beginning, always where the smiley face is, and we swipe our bunny tails off. Bit. And we stick them back in our circle, and they are hot, 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 hot. Don't touch them. But you can erase your word. I'm just going to erase it with my finger because that's how I roll. All right, so we did bit. Here's your next one. Your next one is fig. Fig. A fig is a kind of fruit that grows on a tree. Fig. Unblend with me. So make your fists like this. Fig. Echo it. Good. I. G. Fig. One more time. I. G. How many sounds? Yeah, 3. So your bunny tails are cool. Do it with me. Put them under the boxes. You need 3 of them. Make your sounds as you do it. I. G. Now slide them in the boxes. Here we go. I. G. Now look at your first box. What sound do you hear? What says? Right, F says. And if I am going too fast for you, you just pause the video and you get caught up. Our next bunny tail says I. What says I? Ooh, yes, I says I. Put that down. That's your last bunny tail. What says G? Ooh, yes, G says G. Write it down. Okay. Now we're going to do touch and say. Here we go. I. G. Now run your finger under it. Fig. Fig. Okay. Oh, I forgot. We got to put our hands at the beginning and swipe it where the happy face is. Fig. And then I use my finger because I'm a scoundrel like that, and I erase fig. Here's your last word. Ready? Tag. Echo back to me. Tag. Make a fist. T-a-g. Tag. One more time. T-a-g. Tag. How many? 3. So get 3 little fluffy bunny tails and put them under the boxes. T-a-g. All right, slide them in the boxes. Here we go. T-a-g. Get your marker. Take the lid off. Our first box says T. What says T? Good, it's T. Our next box says ah, ah. What says ah? Awesome, it's A. Our last box says G, G. That's a G. Let's use some touch and say T-A-G. Tag. Tag. Erase. Alright guys, you did awesome. Put all your bunny tails back in their baggie. This is my bunny tail baggie. And remember, please don't lose any, or the little rainbow bunnies will be without tails forever and ever, because someday they're going to want them back. So please hang on to the bunny tails. And I will see you later.